Alright, we're live. Just need to wait on stuff coming on. Yeah, so we're trading a 50k account. We got one. I took a little break obviously from streaming recording. It was a lot tougher than I thought it was gonna be, so I ended up just not doing it. I went off, I traded a bit, and I got myself a 50k funded account with Apex, so that's always great. Now we're going to be trading a 50k account live with market about to open in 7 minutes. Now, I do plan on obviously taking this one a bit slow, trying to get a bit more into it, and hopefully trying to grow the channel a bit more off of it. So I need to get the chat on my phone because I only have one monitor, which does suck. But hopefully with our first payout we can get more, you know? That's not what we would do with our first payout, no way. Well, it looks like we're having a bit of a tracement here back to an area of support on the 2-minute chart. It's just kind of been bouncing a little bit on and off there on the 15-minute chart. 5-minute, yeah, it's had a good couple of great bounces here, hasn't it? I don't know why my line looks like that. Save as default. There we go. Oh, so kind of like that is where we're looking at for support levels right now. This is an area I'm looking retracing back to. For us to really swing bullish, we need to obviously break structure, so we'll keep this in mind. But we'll not use it for now because we're gonna go for structure. We have a new high. We have a new low. Obviously already marked, so we don't need to mark that. Now what we do have is, obviously we're not going to trade until market open, but we can obviously see a nice downtrend forming. I don't know if I got there. There's no solid connection in my eyes to structure. If you get me, like I like to have it like directly connecting. Otherwise, I don't really feel like it's worth as much. But to be honest, I don't really trade trend lines very much anyway. Not really my thing. I like to trade, you know, imbalances, stuff like that. Be it your basic ICT sort of stuff. We do also have. Oh, well, jihad. What do we have? I'm just gonna check out the news for financial juice. Not okay. Fed's weekends. But yeah, okay. That's okay. There's nothing huge coming up. That's fine. Nothing too big at all. Now, 3 minutes till market open. 3 goddamn minutes. I've been super nervous to trade this funded account. Like, I need this shit to go well. My mic was turned down, but I need this to go well. But you know, it's shaping up nicely at the moment anyway. We are finally trading a funded account with Apex. if I'm able to get a payout with this, I'll be able to get some more than maybe. I think at like 500 accounts, I'm able to get a 2,000 payout from 5 different accounts. That's unbelievable. Could be looking at this being the new, well, I didn't mean that, but this being the new structure. Could definitely see that, but market opening here. We'll need to see what we want to do. Let's see on the 5 minute what are we looking like. Oh, scroll it out a bit. Not really much to target down below us right now. Yeah, there's not, I don't know, I don't see it going down much further than this, in my not very valuable opinion. I'm just going to check and make sure you can hear everything. Okay. Well, that's us. We're good. We're good. Everything can be heard. Everything can be heard. Let me see. Nasdaq's down at the moment. I'd like to have a dollar chart up. Right, market is open. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have. Oh, we need to zoom in on this bit, don't we? That's a 5 minute level we're looking at here as well. We have a fair value gap to come back to, 2 of them here. 2 big ones. Works out for value gap here on the 2 minute as well, so we'll keep an eye on this area. We had on hopefully a push down. Obviously we just had a little push down. It's broke this bottom gap here. If we have a look at that. Now hopefully we have sort of a retracement up till it breaks structure here at this blue level, and then it'll retrace, and hopefully we can get in at an entry either at that fair value gap here or maybe even here, hopefully. But that's all just the theory of it, isn't it? There's nothing guaranteed there. We're gonna have a look on a 15 minute. I need to stretch this bitch out. I just don't see it coming down much more. I do. This area is looking a bit, you know, meaty. But we're just gonna see. So there's there's a new high, right? Obviously no structures. Wait, let me see. Boom, boom. This is the high. I'd say that could be considered a structure break, but I'm not going to trust it yet. I'm not going to trust it just yet. That could be a structure break. I'm thinking here, if I'm looking at where that target and here, like these the new structure, but we're still just waiting. Would have been a nice trade too, wouldn't it? But what do you? At least we didn't lose. And there is pushing up. It's gotten to almost where we're looking at to break through for the structure change that we want. Let's hope. Let's hope. If we break this, right? If we break this, obviously we're still returning the VWAP here. But if we break up, right? Probably gonna have like a slight bounce off VWAP. I say we'll invert this gap, and that'll be us continuing up. We'll come down a bit, continue up. But I say this is our next point of this is where we might want to enter. It's probably going to be the best choice in my eyes. I just think it'll be good there. I'm gonna move my camera over a little bit. And in 15 minutes, it is looking quite good. I might play a short off of VWAP.
Order filled.
Short. We're playing short off VWAP here. See, we'll have this high as our limit. And that's what we're looking at there. Hopefully it does retest. It does bounce off VWAP here. Returns down to the gap where we wanted it to. Okay, we're securing some money here. Do you know what? We're taking off.
Order filled.
We're taking off. Okay, now obviously we want to mark out the full trade idea for you. Oh, we could have had the full trade idea, but that's okay. Could have had a lot more than that. Our target is £400 per day, and I'll be happy. Oh. Okay, let me see. So we took this based off of the VWAP bounce. Our risk was this 71 or something like that, and our reward was this, right? So I'm gonna just save that, and we'll save this. I'm just a bit nervous as it's my first funded account. I don't want it to go to shit. Now obviously this was a really good trade. I had a really good idea. I should have held it through. We would have had a lot more money. Could have even called it a day. That would have been the target we wanted. And that was the target we got it. Now, good trade? Yes, still a good trade, still a very good trade. Now we're going to try and get long off of this structure. We do want it to come a little bit lower though. Or we'll leave it a bit, we'll leave it a bit. We don't need to jump in. No need to jump in. No need, right? We could make we make a little TikTokist, right? We'll get it all charted out, right? So we're gonna go over this in a video anyway, why I've taken my trades. This is just for me. So we have obviously a strong support area we've marked out. We're approaching that support area. We're still within this very strong downtrend. And I was looking on the 15-minute, not on the 2-minute I have up. We're in a very strong downtrend. I wanted, as I said earlier, I like it to be more of a fluent connection. So instead of using the trend line as where I'm bouncing from, I used VWAP. Now I closed my trade early because I got nervous. That's all it really was. Because this funded account, I'm happy with a £200 day. Like, that could be a lot of money eventually, you know. 10 days, £2,000. It's more than I've ever had in a month there. I've never got nothing like that. So if we're able to even almost replicate those sorts of results, then great. But we used structure, as we were saying the whole time. We had our structure point marked out. Perfect. We had a fair value gap above that structure. It broke through, right? That's where we were looking to get the trade that we spoke of earlier. It'll go up above the fair value gap, come back down, retest this fair value gap. You know, if I had even just took that trade, that could have been a quick 10 handles. But we're waiting. It's still a volatile moment in the market. But I feel good with that. I felt almost pressured before to make big trades. Try to make, like, even on my first stream I had the best day you could ask for on it. I had my daily target met, but I felt like my stream wasn't good. Didn't have no content to it. So I was like, we'll just wing it. That's left bad shit for the last couple of months, trying to get more accounts. But look at us now, we have a funded account. This could change stuff for us. I'm gonna need a drink. Now this was the ultimate zone of retracel that we wanted it to. So we could have just played out the trade idea I had in mind, and it would have worked perfectly. It really would have too. Right, we're gonna take a little long here.
Order filled.
We're gonna have a stop just down here, so it's gonna be like a little risk of stop. It's gonna stop me out, isn't it? It's gonna stop me out. Come on, bring us back. I think you get the idea for what we're going for. There was a little fair value gap there. I just want to take a stab long off that fair value gap. See how that went.
Order
filled.
filled.
We closed out for a negative, was that? We lost 10 on that, but we just needed out. I didn't have no confidence in it. Good thing we did, right? I don't know if that would have stopped us out, but that would have got us close to stopping out. I'll take a negative 10, you know. We got out of that one lucky. That'll teach us. That will teach us. It's to be any sort of coffee. Now, don't get me wrong. We would have still been in profit. That's not what we're going for here. I want to have good tech. I want to stick to my rules, not just wing profit out. Look, that trade would have been a failure. I don't mind I got out of that at a negative. I could have got like £60 of it. Now I thought I had exit when it was set 50. To be honest, I was pretty excited when I hit that button. I thought I was getting a scammed 50, but I didn't deserve it. There was no setup for that. And this is when we're proving a bit wrong. We thought it would bounce back up to go up, and away it goes. Now, I wouldn't have targeted this low, even if I was still in my initial short. I would never have been targeting this low. The reason I was thinking, my initial short would have exited at around this position where I got in long. That's why I was thinking getting long. You know, we hit the fair value gap. I was then looking for a move from this sort of area up, which we still may get, but I was looking, I need to put my shortcuts on, man. I was looking to move from this sort of area up into, you say something like that, right? Your generic little situations you get. I'd expected something like this, in like the most basic ways of saying it. I'm sure you get what I mean, but that's obviously not what everyone gets given. And we just need to be patient. We need to wait on our actual setups. Like we had this one, perfect setup. Now that one, questionable. But I got out of it. I didn't hold it. If I was in a challenge, I'd have held that. Well, I lost. I'm not good at challenges. I'm hoping that if I can get into a funded account trade after a while, I could grow a bit more patience with those challenges. But I need to get paid from it. You know, it's there always. But it's pretty good, isn't it? We have funded account. Oh, turn the music off. Trying to see what's a good volume for, because in my ears pretty loud too. It's like there's like no volume on it, so I don't really know where that's coming from, but and I really want to start this challenge off positive. You know, I'm not going to be thinking about the trailing drawdown. I don't want that to ever be a factor in my challenge. I want to get good days, right? And yes, if I get to 1,000, say lose 150, because 150 is my negative point where I'm saying no. Like 150 to 200, right? Because I'm targeting 400 per 300 per day. 400 is my target. 300 is what I'm pretty happy walking away with. Like that cuts it for me. 200 is pretty good, you know. But in terms of losses, 150, half of 300. That's what I'm willing to risk. That trade wasn't any more than that. I think my first trade wasn't any more than that. Look at that. We had a break of structure. We had a fair value gap created. We want to take a stab short.
Order filled.
Do you see it? We got a fair value gap here. Right in this gap. We had structure break in there. We'll have this stop up there. So how many are we looking at? We're looking at a bad trade here. You don't want to go higher. You don't want it. You don't want it.
Order filled.
65. We got. I'm nervous. I'm shook. I am shook. Bet you that wasn't all that bad of a trade. Let's work it out. I'll go over what I was doing. My thinking, right? Our thinking is fair value gap in place. We see that, right? Stop just placed right above the fair value gap. Worked out for us right there. That would have been phenomenal trade, right? But instant drawdown had me shook. Had me shook. I was targeting down to lower it at this candle. Look at that. I would have been up another 10 handles right now if I hadn't being such a bitch. That's my issue. And then whenever I'm holding on to a loser, I can hold on to a loser, but I can't hold on to a winner. It's a pain. It is such a pain. We could have got more out of that. But that was a good trade, right? That wasn't half bad. That was not half bad at all. We just need to keep seeing these. That's all that matters, right? Keep seeing these. Eventually, we'll feel more comfortable hitting them and holding them. But we are calling them live. We are marking them out live. We'll go over a reason. Structure. Alright, we had structure here. Now this, obviously high, low, high broken. This is now in the low. This low was absolutely crushed. And then it beat this low. We had a fair value gap formed on the break of that low, just like we're having right now. So when it retraced into that fair value gap, we got in. Now, I could have waited till it retraced higher into the fair value gap, but that's why my stop loss was right below the fair value gap. It would have resulted in a great trade if we had just held on to it, but as you see, we got I'm shook. You gotta understand, it's my first funded account with Apex. I don't want it to blow up in my face. But 270, right? We got out of that for 75. We could have got out of that with a lot more than that. Could have. Same as the last one. But we'll mark the trades up as we take them. So it'll give me more to look back on, more to make videos on, more to journal about. Let me just let's leave some notes. Let's see. Leave up. Oh wait, I kind of like. I want to like. Let's say it's on a 15-minute structure. We are retracing, so right now we are leaving a gap of sorts. You don't need that to be that wide at all. Now, these gaps are almost perfectly aligned, you know? It just had to be taken. It just should have been taken by someone else, not me. Someone who would actually have some balls and hold on to that shit. Right? It's doing good, right? It's giving us a push. Short would be a bad call here. I'm not going to touch it. There's a invert gap here, actually. So that would not be a bad call if you were to take a short right now. Probably get a good 20 handles out of this, just on candle retracement. We're having a good sort of like downtrend here on the 15-minute. We're in a very good downtrend there. We're looking more like we're going to break to the downside than the upside. Let me think about that. Huh. I don't know. The real hassle here is for breaking above 40s here. That's going to be your real issue, isn't it? When you're breaking above the 40s here. I'm thinking about getting in short. We're in
Order
short.
filled.
We're risking 8 points. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Order filled.
F185. Same idea, same trade. Look at that. Fucking 440. Target done. Just sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch. Yeah. Fucking good first day on the funded account. Woo. Oh. Oh, I want to get wrecked. But it still hasn't broke those 440s, so I just jumped in early. Look, I need to get cut back on that, right? But as soon as we're 10 days in, we gotta pay out. I'm gonna be chilling. It's gonna feel real. Should we get a short off this?
Order filled.
A little VWAP bounce.
Order
Okay,
filled.
do you know what? We're calling it. We're gonna stop. We're 500. We're gonna stop. We're stopping. We could have held that down. That's a good trade. I'm not taking away from the fact that that is a good trade. We had a VWAP bounce. We had an inverted gap. Good trade. It's all about these good little moves that you know are going to happen. And maybe I am doing a couple things wrong. You know, maybe that is the case. But you know, our target was going to be, our target was going to be at the bottom of this gap here, like probably around here. So we'll see if we held that trade, would we be successful? And our stop was just above the VWAP. Just above the VWAP. We get that colored in so when I come back to it later. We don't want to earn too much. That's not what we're gonna do. So, oh, I didn't know one contract could be so stressful. One contract, and they got me shook, dude. Don't know how successful it'll be when it plays the entire way out, but as you can see, all the trades we have fought out have pretty much been perfect trades, right? They've been going the right, they've called nice directions. Now obviously this long, bit of a bad call, but I got out of that. I fixed that. We lost 10 on that, no big deal. We made, you know, what's that, 5, 6, 240 back. That doesn't sound right. what it is. You could get in this trade now, so let's think about that, because this is a pretty sick looking trade. Has been a little bit of a gap been made here, which is a little bit annoying. Let's clean up our 5-minute chart here. Our 5-minute needs to be clean. We need to know where we're going. So right here is where we took our trades initially. Does it look like it's pushing for a break of it? I don't know. Does it look like it's pushing for a retest of this? Quite possibly.
Order filled.
I want out of it, to be honest. I was setting up a box, not a stop order. It was giving me chances, so it was. Do you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go break even. Maybe we should have faith. Maybe we should have faith. Oh.
Order filled.
Maybe we call it and we knock it out. You know, look a bit longer in the stream. I'm trying to push my luck because of the stream. It shouldn't be. We're going to call it off. You know what? 30 minutes, good stream. If we can stick consistent at this, we can get longer streams because we'll have more funding, we'll have higher goals, but we're good for now. Now calling it here, so yeah. There will be a Discord link coming up soon. So if you're interested in that, obviously leave in the comments. I don't expect anyone to be watching this. We're gonna make a video about it soon. Good first day. Good first day. 571. I tried to short the top. A couple of times I was trying to short the top there. I do think I'm just pushing for the stream at some points. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the sub button if you did watch, if you're watching now, or head on over to my Instagram, my TikTok, my Twitter. It's pretty much the same name. You should find me. I'll work on getting links everywhere, but I'm just I'm no good at that. I'm no good at getting the links on, even on like videos. I'm just pathetic at that. Right there, we had that break. We had a good call. We had a good call on that take profit there at the end. I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get that lucky every time. So yeah, looking forward to it tomorrow. I'm going to try and record a video. It'll be out within the next day or two. Hopefully today, but no guarantees. But yeah, I had a good time. We made some money and good start on the fund that I